EPA degree meteorologist Bobby Martin here with your outlook for April 30th, 2021. Final day of the month of April, and today's video is sponsored, as it is every Friday, by George's Quick Stop Cafe in Marshalls Creek, Pennsylvania, right there on 209. We have a trough that's going to be sitting over the region today. It's going to be responsible for some very windy conditions, and we'll have some wind advisories and even some high wind warnings out from the National Weather Service, but I don't think the upside that the National Weather Service is suggesting is going to come to fruition. I'll show you that in this video here today. But we have windy conditions today and temperatures a little bit lower. We're going to be in the 60 to 66 degree range from north to south with this trough settling into the region. It's going to be just a quick hitting trough that's going to start to lift out on Saturday. But because we have a squeeze play here, and I'm going to stop the video here so you can just see. You're going to hear me talking, but my video is going to stop here. So here we go. Okay, so we have this is the trough sitting right over this region here, and we have some cold air advection coming in. This is cold air advection related wind, but we have a squeeze play between high pressure sitting out here in the upper Midwest, and at the same time, strong low pressure sitting up here by the Gulf of Maine. So between the two is going to be a little bit of a squeeze play, and we're going to get some increased wind out of that. So that's where we're getting the wind today. I do expect partly cloudy skies, maybe a stray shower in a few spots, mainly the northern areas if that were to occur, but I don't think that's going to be a big deal. The biggest deal is going to be the wind. And we're going to start off this morning here with winds picking up about some 25 to 35 mile per hour gusts through the morning. Once we get to the afternoon in a 12 to about 8 or so time frame, we're going to have the winds picking up even higher than that. So we're going to have some wind gusts that are going to be the 35 to 45 mile per hour range. Might even be some isolated gusts to 50 here in there, maybe even to the lower 50s. That is possible. I just don't see 60. National Weather Service high wind warnings have upwards of 60 miles per hour. I think that's probably a little bit of an overkill there. But this does start to taper down a little bit once we get into the evening hours past 8 o'clock, and we get back in that 25 to 35 range for several hours up to about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then we go back down to 15 to 25 after that, which continues into Saturday morning and goes all the way up to about noon before we start to abate the winds a little bit. Okay, they are going to subside eventually. This is a gust swath map. This is the highest peak gust during that entire time frame. Okay? So this is not the common wind gusts. But you see some lower 50s showing up in here. Now this is the European model, which is taking a snapshot of the 850 millibar level and the winds there, not at the surface. So the winds at 850 millibars at this point are no doubt blowing 50, 52, 54. Okay? But 850 millibars is up to 5,000 feet. We don't live there. So there is a little bit of a reduction down to the surface. So I do think you can have some gusts 35 to 45 commonly, and some peak gusts that could get up to about 50 or thereabout. I don't see 60, but it'll be windy nevertheless. Okay, so will be some wind reports across our region as far as downed branches and maybe some weak trees, that kind of thing. But it'll be very windy today, and that is going to continue to go until tomorrow morning where it's still breezy, and then we start to subside a little bit in the afternoon. Now, as this trough pulls out on Saturday, we're still going to have temperatures in the 60 to 66 degree range from north to south on Saturday as well, but we're going to be mostly sunny, and the winds are going to be starting to die down a little bit here in the afternoon. Once we get to Sunday, the trough is completely out of the area, and we have the ridge building back into the region, so that's going to give us temperatures well into the 70s for highs here on Sunday, and a pretty nice day Sunday. We're going to call it partly to mostly cloudy in our northern areas, but partly cloudy further south on Sunday. There is a weak wave off to our north that could provide maybe a stray shower across our very, very far northern areas on Sunday, but I think the rest of us are dry. Once we get to Monday, we have a warm front that's going to be situated off to our north. That means we're going to have another day that's going to be well into the 70s and maybe even close to 80 for highs here on Sunday in our on Monday in our southeastern areas. Then we have this system moving toward the region that's going to bring a few showers, most likely later in the day here on Monday as it moves through. It's going to be the afternoon and early evening. We have more showers moving through with this first wave. This will go into Tuesday morning, You might get a little bit of a break in between, and then you have another system coming in here for late Tuesday night and Wednesday is going to give you another shot of rain before we get behind this on Thursday with partly cloudy skies and temperatures cooling a little bit. So we'll have warm temperatures Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then once we get beyond Wednesday to Thursday, temperatures are going to lower back down to kind of like what we're dealing with right now. The 60 to 66 degree range looks like a good range here for Thursday of next week. So nothing terrible, nothing really cold, no extremes here. But we'll have another warm period coming in here. We're in the 70s to near 80 degrees from Sunday through at least Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday. And then once we get to Thursday, we start to back down a little bit. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for April 30th, 2021. Have a great Friday.